Hi, my name is Carol Bryant, and I will be presenting on Flipped Classroom. Wanda Goodwin will be talking about the evidence-based portion, and then Lakeisha Dixon will be talking about how Flipped Classroom relates to the clinical and the classroom setting. First off, Flipped Classroom began in the 1980s, but it received no traction. And then in 2001, a group of professors from the University of Miami wrote an article on inverted classroom, but it received no traction. It wasn't until 2007 when the social media became into effect. We had two chemistry teachers, high school chemistry teachers, by the name of John Bertman and Aaron Samos posted online lecture videos for their students. It came about because they had a lot of students missing their class, and they wanted to create a way that their students could view lectures at home. So that's how it all take place. They put it on social media, and then it spread. Now Flipped Classroom is really utilized in every level of education. So what is Flipped Classroom? It's just simply what it says. The lecture portion of the class is done at home, and then the part that's usually done at home is done in the class. So what I like about it is that the students are able to take charge of their own learning at home. When the professor records the lectures, they can stop the lectures anytime they want to get additional resources. That they can play it back at any time they want, like 2 or 3 days later if they didn't get a concept. Or either they can use the lectures to review for an exam. As we know, students learn at different pace, so this is very important in the development of student learning. What is very important that students receive this knowledge at home, but the expectation is that they should come to class prepared for collaborative learning. So you really have to have a student that is able to do the work at home so they can be prepared for the class the next day. And when they come to class, usually the teacher do some kind of collaborative learning things such as discussion questions, such as case studies. But collaborative learning, remember, is a form of active learning. The students get around as a group, and not only do they learn from the teacher, they learn from their peers as well. So it's very student-centered. But just remember, it's no lectures. No lectures. More time to spend with the teachers. This kind of reiterates what I just mentioned. Teachers record their lectures, and one of the disadvantages of this, and I'm sure Wanda will go over this, that it can be very time consuming for teachers to pre-record their lectures and to upload those videos. So the student watch the videos, and then once they watch the videos and they learn the concepts, they come to the classroom, and then the teacher actually have learning activities based on what they learn at home for them to complete in class. The good thing about this is that the teacher has more time to spend with the student. That's very important because when you lecture, the teacher's usually lecturing for the hour, and that cuts back on the time they can spend with the student. So when they come to class, this is an opportunity for teachers to talk with students who actually had a hard time learning the concept. It really provides more time for that as well. This is the Bloom taxonomy. If you look at this, the lower level of learning takes place at home, the knowledge and the comprehension. And once they get this piece down, the higher level of cognitive learning actually takes place in the classroom. The application, the analysis, the synthesis, the evaluation actually takes place in the classroom, and the teachers actually have assignments that reflect this, as I mentioned earlier, like case studies and so forth of that nature. So this concludes my portion of the presentation. Next, Wanda Goodwin will be up talking about the evidence base as it relates to flipped class. Thank you.